guys, Miss Charlie here. It is time for my yearly eyeshadow palette collection. Last year I kind of did it in different ways. Did it by drawer, you know how I have them stored, things like that. And then like my bigger collections I did separately. But this year I'm gonna do it alphabetically. I think I did it alphabetically a year prior, but I'm gonna do them alphabetically, which makes a little bit more sense, makes it a little less hectic for some people. But today we are starting the eyeshadow palette collection videos. We're starting with A and B. So this is a small container here of A and B, but we're gonna go through all my BH and my BH. My BH palettes have their own drawer because that's how many I have. So we're gonna start with this basket here, and then we're gonna go into the BH shadow palettes. All right, so we're gonna start with the A's. I'm gonna start with this. This is Alien Cosmetics, which technically now is Unearthly Cosmetics, but this is when they were Alien. This is the Serendipity palette. So pretty. I love this like gold, what do you call it? Like a gold foil on it. It's so pretty, but this is the color story. Sorry, trying not to blind you because it is very bright, but it is so pretty. It has a couple duochromes and then a bunch of mattes. The mattes are okay. I love this red. It's more of a satin. This red is more of a satin. It's kind of dry, but it's still pretty and still performs. I still use this. But I love a good red. That's a really nice shade. And then these like duochromes. I think this is a multi-chrome. So pretty. It's so smooth. And this one is gorgeous. It's got fiery color. It's got orange and pink in it. It's so pretty. But this is from Alien Cosmetics. Alamar Cosmetics. This is their Arena del Caribe. I got this in a boxy charm. So pretty. It's the only Alamar I have. I have their bronzer and blush palettes, but this is the only eyeshadow palette I had. I did have the Destino. I never used it. Never swatched it. I ended up selling it on Macari, but I like these shades up here. These are really nice as well, but I love this color right here. It's like a greeny gold, so bright. You see how bright that is? So pretty. The two Ace Beautés I have, I don't have a lot of Ace Beautés because I did get rid of some, but these are the two that I kept. This one is the Slice of Paradise. It's just a colorful palette. I think it's all matte. Oh, it's got a couple satins in it. They're not really shimmers, they're satins. This is a satin. This is this is a matte. This is like a satin. So you only have like two satins and the rest are mattes, and they're really nice rainbow palette. I've used this many times. The quality is okay. And then the the Violet Sage. This came in a boxy charm. I love purple and pink, or green and pink and green and purple, and this is perfect for that. The shimmers in here are okay. The mattes in here are okay. It's not the greatest, but it works and I like it. Next, I have my ABH. I'll start with this one. This is the ABH NORVINA. This is the number 3. This is the only one that spoke to me because I like these colors. I like oranges and greens and burgundies. It's a little bit of a mishmash. The shimmers are not that wonderful to me, but I like the mattes in here. They're not that wonderful as far as the shimmers, but again, I like the mattes is what I use in here the most. mattes are really, really nice. Okay, we have the Modern Renaissance, which is a favorite. It's one of the only palettes that I have hit pan on. I got her when she came out, so she's old, but she is still in good condition, and you can see she has been loved much. And you see where that pan is. I love a good red, and Venetian red is a favorite. Never getting rid of her, ever. She will be with me till she's no longer. The Norvina, which is more purple. I don't like the packaging. It does get dirty, but I keep all mine in boxes, but still. These foiled shadows here are absolutely gorgeous. I love this color here, Passion. These are really nice, and you can see this is one that I've used quite a bit. Can get in there with these claws. This is a pretty pinky burgundy, so pretty. These three together, gorgeous. The Jackie Aina, of course, had to get Jackie. Come out of here. Packaging, beautiful. You can't tell, it changes colors. It's so pretty, gorgeous. And then the colors in here, this one has been used a lot. This one right here, this is almost like a blue brown, like the MAC blue brown. It came out many years ago. It's got a little bit more purple in it, but you can see, so pretty. Love this palette. And then the Riviera. I have gotten rid of quite a few of my ABH palettes. I had way more. Had some of the older ones, but I got rid of those. And this is pretty. It's like a muted rainbow palette. That's a good white right there. I've used that many times. I love this palette too. So that was the Riviera. So now we're getting into the B's. We're gonna start with this. This is from Blink. This was a BoxyCharm exclusive, as you can see. This was my favorite palette for a long time when I was in my neutral phase, but these shadows are so pretty. They're soft and buttery. They're so just gorgeous. Look at that. So stunning. So stunning. And after all these years, it's still going fine, and I love it. This is my Buxom custom palette that I put together. When you go to Sephora, you can get these cases, and they had like a couple. This is the one that I chose, which was snake print, and then you can choose the shadows that you want to put in, and you just pull them out here. So what you do is you buy the case, and then you get these, you get to pick the ones that you get to put in here, because you can buy them individually, but it's great to just buy the case for like, I think it was like $40, and then you get to choose whichever ones you would like to put in. So I decided to go for a neutral and more colorful, because they didn't have a lot of colorful shadows then. I just used this the other day. This has a nice dip in it, and nice for travel, and you can take this with you. It did have a brush. I don't know what happened to it, but I love Buxom shadows, and I've used this so many times. I don't even know if they're still doing this. This was many years ago, but that's from Buxom. The Celestial Garden palette from Bella Beauty Bar. This is in collaboration with M Jones 5018 on Instagram. She is also a friend of my friend Jessica. And I have to pick this up because I love M Jones and her looks. And this has water activated liners, as you can see, that I have used. I traveled with this as well. The mattes are okay. I can work with them, but these multi-duo chromes are absolutely stunning. They're so pretty. It's like a little bit of orange, purple, pink. This one is like a peach pink. And this one is a green blue. They were so nice. I love these. So I had to support M. Jones by getting this. And it was my first Bella Beauty Bar palette. And then they came out with the Bejeweled. And I saw Angelica Nickfist use this. And the color that got me to buy this was this. Blue Sapphire. She put that on her lids and I was like, where do I sign my name to get this palette? This is so gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my days. That's what sold me. And the rest of these are just as good. The mattes are wonderful. The duochromes. This one right here. See the blue, purple? Look how smooth that is. Oh my goodness. These two, you're seeing more blue. I see more nice dark grapey purple. And this red here, it's more of an orangey red. This is also amazing. See that red orange? So good, this palette, so good. And then my only blend bunny, which is the Primal. This is no longer available. But some of the color stories and things that she had just weren't reaching out to me. And then some of them were kind of large. This one is a nice size. And it is still like a rainbow palette. You have these shimmers down here. And then you have all of these mattes. And then you have a black and a white, which I really like in here. Always good to have a good white and black. These look a little light, but they show up on my skin tone. I'm darker than what they show in this palette, but it's beautiful. I love Blend Bunny. If she comes out with something else that grabs me, I will get it, but this is what I am enjoying right now. That's the like a reddy pink. And then that blue. Pretty, pretty, pretty. But those were the ones, the palettes. These right here for bees, and then I'm going to do my BH Cosmetics. All right, so we're gonna go through my BH palettes here. Got a lot. I think I'll start with these here. These are from the Sweet Shop collection. I have 3. I have the orange, the bubblegum, and the pistachio. Pistachio one is obviously green. These are really good shadows. Some of their best formulas. Absolutely stunning. I love this green right here. And this matte. So pretty. And then I have the bubblegum because blue is my favorite color. So of course I had to get the bubblegum one. Keep all my things in their sleeves and whatnot, but these are some beautiful blues, and I do keep the little plastic in there as well. It helps keep it from getting messy. And these are also stunning. We'll use this blue and we'll do this. This is like a blurple. And they're so smooth, so smooth. And then the orange one I found at TJ Maxx because I love orange shadows. And I got this at TJ Maxx. It was $7.99. If I could find the red one, I would get it. But the orange one is also gorgeous. Let me wipe off my fingers. Staining a little bit here. See, this is a bright orange. Look at that. So stunning. Look at that. They're so gorgeous. If you have these, you know that these are some of BH Cosmetics' better formulas. Some of their older ones aren't that great, but they're still good. But those were some of their best. Speaking of which, this is the Weekend Festival and the Color Festival. I like this palette. I've used it many times. As you can see, she is a little dirty. Not their best formula, but it's still good. Pastels, I have to, because some pastels could show ashy on my skin tone if they are white based. These are not, so it's a little bit brighter pastel. Plus you got your neutrals in there too. Really good. And then the Color Festival is a little bit of the same. It's still got the same kind of vibe to it, and you have some dark satins over here. They're not really shimmers, and you know, you have your neutrals and whatnot, and then you have your pops. So it's kind of reminiscent of this one here of the Weekend Festival, but it's a little bit deeper. So I still like this. I have gotten rid of a couple BH palettes, some older ones, but these I am obviously keeping. I'm not getting not getting rid of any in my collections right now. Everything that you're seeing is staying. It's not going anywhere. I'm not decluttering anything right now. I might come across a couple later on, but not very many, because I have already done a lot of declutter last year. So 99.9% of what's in my collection now isn't going anywhere. It's all staying. This is the Love Sign Zodiac, the original Zodiac, and the Crystals Zodiac. Their baked products, baked eyeshadows are the best. The best, wet or dry. They are awesome. This is the original Zodiac. And then there's like a highlighter in the middle that you can use as a, get out of there, sir, that you can use as a highlight, or you can just use it as an inner corner. Look at that. It's a gold one. And then the mattes are good, but these out here, they are the best baked formula, wet or dry. Can't get my finger in there, but they are beautiful. This is like it's like a steel color with purple in it, like a steel color, like steel color with purple in it, like a steel gray. And that's what it is dry. Imagine that wet. It's going to be even more beautiful. Just gorgeous. I hope they come back. They were bought by Revolution, and since then they haven't really put out anything. So I hope they come back and get their stuff together, because we need this formula back. I don't need Revolution imitating the BH formula. Same with the Love Signs. These are also gorgeous. We'll do this gold here, and we'll do this purple Sagittarius, which kind of reminds me of this, but it's more purple. And this one is just a nice coppery gold. And then the crystals. And let's see, we'll do the highlighter. This one is more of a pink reflect, pink purple reflect. And then let's do, I'm going to do this one. And let's see, I'm trying to pick. Let's do this one, Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is just a gold. And then this one is like a blue, like a baby blue with a little bit of purple in it. So gorgeous, so pretty. So those were the larger Zodiac. I did get the smaller Zodiac. These, I had all but one. There was one that I really wanted, which was the blue. It was like a blue gray, and it sold out and never came back. So I had 11 of the 12, and I have since decluttered them because the quality is not as great, plus some of the color stories, I just collected them. I was a collector at one point and I just collected them, but I didn't like the quality of them, so I got rid of most of them except for these three. The Scorpio one, this one is a nice one. I like the red, I like the black, I like this like burgundy color and this gray color here and the white, and then the highlight in here is just like a peachy gold highlight that you can use on your face or inner corner. Get back in there, sir or madam. Get back in there. There we go. The Aquarius, which is more blue-gray. The other one was a little bit lighter than this, but I like the blue, I like this brown, I like these colors here, and then the highlight obviously is more of a blue, icy blue, white. And then the Capricorn. And then the Capricorn, this is more neutral. If you want to go for a neutral look, I like this one as well. And also my mom was a Capricorn, so I kept that one for that reason. Then they had come out with these different ones here, and I found these at TJ Maxx, Venom and Sub-Zero. I love Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, and I love Venom from the Spider-Man from DC. These are gorgeous colors, gorgeous formulas. This looks like a white, but it is an icy blue. I'm gonna swatch the matte as well, which is like a dusty purple gray. And then this, look at that. That is so pretty. I have used this so many times. I love this palette. And then the Sub-Zero is obviously more blue. It says cold as ice. This one said, what did this one say? Take a bite. The blues in here, this is reminiscent of the ColourPop blue palette. I have that one. This one I think is way better than the ColourPop one. The colors in here are so stunning. This blue, iced over, chill factor. Those. Look at that. And that is a nice blue. It doesn't have a green undertone. I like a dark blue, but I don't like it with a green undertone. This one doesn't have a green undertone, which is gorgeous. So yes, if you see these at your TJ Maxx, pick them up. I'm going to go into these two huge ones right here. Then the last ones are the Birthstone. This is the Ultimate Matte 42 color palette. These are all mattes. They are nice mattes. Use this as a companion palette. You could travel with this if you like all mattes and just take a couple shimmers with you. The quality in here is okay. I can work with them. I've had no problems with them at all being patchy or dry or anything like that. And then the Ultimate Artistry. This has different ones. It has some, they say duochrome, but they're not really duochromes. They're very weak duochromes. But it's got some nice satins. They're not really shimmers, they're satins and mattes. This is a nice palette for somebody who doesn't want a lot of eyeshadows in their repertoire, but they can reach in here and they can do neutral, they can do a pop of color, they can add a little something to their lid, you know, to make it pop. And everybody had this white based gold back in the day. Everybody had it. Every brand had this white based gold in their palettes, but it's still good and I love it. Then lastly on the B's, I have the Birthstone collection here. I have all 12. These are some of BH's best formulas, I think. There's only one in here that I really didn't get along with. It's a pastel, but again, if it's a white based pastel, it doesn't look that great on me. I will have to put it over something darker for it to not look ashy. But other than that, I love these palettes. They all have a pressed glitter in them. Everybody does not like pressed glitters. I don't mind because I love glitter. And most of my looks that I do, there is a glitter somewhere, whether it's in the inner corner, something. I have to put a little bit of sparkle somewhere. These are amazing. We'll start with Garnet. So pretty. I love this right here. And their pressed glitters are reminiscent to me of the ColourPop pressed glitters, where you don't really need a sticky base. They stick themselves. See, most of that came off. They do stick by themselves, but I would, you know, put a glitter glue on just in case for fallout. But look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And they all come with a larger color and then corresponding colors. They have the larger one is usually the Birthstone color. This is a pinky. It's more of a pink than a garnet, but garnets come in many different colors. And it's a beautiful pink. And I don't wear pink a lot, but I like a darker pink. And then the corresponding colors with it. So pretty. And then Aquamarine. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. And then we go into Big Heart. I love this pop of terracotta because I love a good terracotta. And then Amethyst. Let me wipe off my fingers here. Amethyst is obviously purple. Amethyst also come in different shades as well. This right here is so pretty. It's a rose gold. And then this beautiful dark purple. It's like a true grape. Diamond, which is more gray. This silver glitter is freaking gorgeous. This Fearless is a black with silver sparkles in it. And you can see the sparkles in it. It's not one of those where you put it on and the sparkles disappear. You can see those sparkles in there. And then this diamond color, I love a good silver. My favorite silver is from ColourPop. Liberty, the Super Shock, that is my favorite silver. But these are some nice silvers as well. Got a more of an icy silver, which is diamond. And then we have a darker silver. They look the same, but they're not. This one is darker. This is more of a dark gray, and this is more of a silver. Emerald, which we know is green, but emeralds, all these stones do come in different colors. They are not all just the one. They're just not one note. That's why they have the different ones in here, because they do come in different colors. But these are beautiful. This is a beautiful, like an army green. I love a good army green. Ruby, which kind of reminds you of garnet. Put it right here. They do resemble each other a little bit, but this one it's got a little bit of a slight difference to it. I wish it had been a little bit more on the red side. This pink here is a little more pinky, because there's that one. It's more pink. This one is warmer. And then the glitter, this red glitter, I love a good red glitter. This is like Dorothy's shoes. And again, it's that nice self-sticking formula. Look, all that came off. Look at that red. And so reflective and smooth. It's not really that chunky. It feels chunky, but it goes on so smooth. So then we had ruby, put garnet back over here. Come on, there we go. Then pearl for June, which is my birth month. Beautiful neutral, which is not me, but the neutral colors in here are absolutely gorgeous. Peridot, green. This is the one that's a little bit more pastel. This is opal. But this right here and this right here, this green is pretty. These two are more white based, so I have to put them over something that's a little bit deeper. But this glitter and the color opal, this is a duochrome, where it's a pink and then the glitter. You can see all the colors in there of opal in there, because this is how opals can look, but opals can also be solid. Sapphire, which is blue, but sapphires come in different colors, also white. These are absolutely beautiful. This color cool. Stunning. You're seeing more like a teal. I'm seeing more blue. Citrine, which is orange and brown, yellow. These are some good yellows in here. Good yellows. That's a good yellow gold. Good yellow gold. And then lastly, turquoise. This is absolutely stunning. And then the turquoise color as well. I love each and every one of these. I think I need to turn these around here. I love each and every one of these. They are not going anywhere. I'm not going to break up this family. They will be with me until the end of time. But those were all of my BH palettes. I have these 3 baked palettes. I have gotten rid of a couple, but these are the 3 that I have left. I have the Supernova. Again, Best Baked Shadow Formula. These are gorgeous. The Aurora Lights. These are a little bit more bright. And then the Galaxy Chic, which was my first BH palette. I got a single on eBay, which was this one. I didn't even know they had singles of these, but I got Asteroid, and it's like that blue brown color that MAC had, and I got it in a single, and I loved it. And then I found out it was part of a palette, so I went ahead and got the palette, and I've had this for, oh my goodness, we have moved several times since I've had this. When my boys were little is when I got this, and they are in their 20s, so that tells you how old this is. But it's still good and it's still wonderful. The Desert Oasis. This is a face palette. You have over here some highlights, and then here you have eyeshadows, because it says it is 19 color eyeshadow and highlighter. Yes, these are nice. This would be nice for travel, because if you're a neutral person, you would love this. It has some great shimmers. It also has one of those blue browns in here. It's more green though. This one has more red in it because it's different from this one. This has a little bit more purple in it, but it has one of those in it. These highlighters are freaking crazy. I just use them as eyeshadows because they are freaking crazy. Use this. This is the gold that everybody had in their thing. It's a white based gold that everybody had in their palettes back then. Look at that highlight. Look at that. You can just use this as eyeshadows. That's what I do because they're so intense. They are too icy for my skin tone, but they work great as inner corner or eyeshadows. The mattes in here are nice. These shimmers over here are really nice. I love this palette. Love it. That's why she's still here. Alright, so that was the first video for my eyeshadow palette collection for 2025. We're starting with A's and B's. Most of it was B's, but there it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any of these or had any of these, let me know your thoughts. If you still have some of these in your collection and you still use and love them, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram. I thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll see you in the next collection video.